What's up, guys? This is OJ Light, and I am here with my 100-hour update on wearing the SizeGenetic Extender. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the review, what I've learned, what's happened. So I'm gonna get to the straight to the main question everyone's going to ask. Did I gain anything from the first 100 hours? And the answer is no, and I wasn't expecting to gain anything noticeable in the first 100 hours. In fact, I don't really anticipate the tension getting that great until about after 600 hours into this, right? So right now, these first, I guess we'll call them 600 hours. I'm just getting used to wearing the device at more and more tension until eventually it gets to the point where gains are actually going to be happening, right? I guess you could say that the thing I did gain was more tolerance to wearing this. The best day I've had is wearing it for 11 hours straight, which for some people is a lot. I mean, for some people, I've read some reviews online, some people can't handle it more than an hour, hour and a half. I was like that at first, and I really believe it's because they start at the tension too high, and instead they should lower the tension and get it, get it like, just get used to wearing it in general before actually like trying to amp it up, right? So, however, I did take some pictures of myself. I'm still not too happy with the length picture. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Bought this rule to help with measuring, and it's still hard. It like slips out of my hand when I'm trying to measure. It's not good. Not good. I'll figure out a way though. Don't worry. We'll get better pictures. But anyways, let's kind of go into what we have learned, right? So, not even gonna lie, as I've gotten older, guys, and this was a really nice surprise for this, my nightly erection frequency has really lowered, okay? I remember, maybe in my 20s, always waking up with like a rock hard erection, like it would actually wake me up, okay? But that, as you get older, that kind of dissipates. Well, I found that wearing this thing all day, kind of, I don't know the reason why. I just know that it does. Really helps with that. Like I will wake up sometimes 2 in the morning, and it almost hurts, right? Like you want release. It's that intense. So that's the first really big. I call it the big plus, big benefit is better nightly erections. Okay, I think that is really, I can't understate how actually excited that just that alone makes me like this. Okay, so that's the first thing that I've really would say that has been a benefit, and that I kind of knew that, and I know, but it reminded me, like it really, because I've done this before, and I stopped doing it, and then I did it again. I'm like, yeah, it really does help with nightly erections. So that's the first thing, right, guys? So the second thing is, and I think I've already touched on this, is about working towards higher tensions. Like start with like no tension, and then work your way up. Don't start at the high tension and be like it's unbearable. Because like I said, when I first used this device, I would wear it for 90 minutes, 2 hours max. Like 4 hours just seemed impossible. Now I'm getting 11 hours, 10 hours, like almost the minimum I wear it every day now is 7, like on average 7 hours, and then some days have more. So it's really easy to rack up the hours when you're wearing it that long. And like I said, I really think you should start with no tension, just get used to it, and then work your way up. And I'll include some pictures. I got a picture of me wearing it with what I was wearing it at. So, and then the next thing, like I said, this kind of follow up. I think the first goal you should have with the extender is not to gain anything, but to be able to train yourself to be able to wear it for 12 hours. I think you should do that first, then try to gain actual inches. Because if you try to gain, because you just need time, and if you're not used to it, and it's just you're not putting in the time, then it's not gonna. I don't think you'll get. I think you get more benefit. Like you'll get more benefit quicker if you spend the first few first few 100 hours learning how to wear it, then start applying the real tension that's going to get you the gains you want, right? First learn how to, like, it's, it's like with the bathmate. The first time I used it, like the first few weeks, this is a long time ago, I just practiced, getting the device on, getting the device off, stuff like that, before I really, like, started trying to get good with the pumping. So that's the next thing I think you should, I think that's the first goal you should have. Aim to be able to wear it for 4 to 12 hours a day on average. So here's the next thing. This is a pro tip. This is something I've learned. Don't drink a ton of liquids before wearing any extender, because what's going to happen is you are going to have to use the bathroom, and you are going to take it off, and you're going to go, piss, and then you're going to put it back on, and then 20 minutes later, if you've drank a bunch of liquids, it's going to happen again. So I don't try to dehydrate myself. Don't get me wrong. If you're thirsty, drink water. But I try to, I'm conscious of the amount of liquid I'm drinking, right? Because I don't want to keep taking it off, using the bathroom, and putting it back on. Okay, so that's my big, that's like my big tip I've learned. Try to keep your drinking not to a minimum. Let me put it like this. So let's say you wake up at 4 and you put it on, and you wear it 8 hours to noon, and then you have lunch, and you drink a bunch of liquid. You have your 8 hours in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, think about when you're gonna eat and see if it's gonna affect you taking it on, taking it off, taking it on, taking it off, because it becomes a pain. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about, one more. Let me grab this. So this is a suction cup. I got this modification, and I'm gonna tell you this. So the noose versus the cup, or the tugger. You can also get a tugger. I actually like the tugger better than the suction, because the tugger, like, I go through so many of these sleeves, I just kind of get tired of getting them, so I kind of stopped. Also, this is better at home, but this I feel is way better. Like, when I go to work, and this is easier to get it on, use the washroom, get it off. This is just easier, quicker, I think, to put on. This takes a lot more time. I mean, this is way more comfortable, but this is way quicker putting on and off. And this is why, for work, I would prefer this. I want to get another TLC tugger, but I had one. I don't know what happened to it, but I can get another one eventually, and I probably will, and do a review on that. But this I like better at home, if that makes sense. Like, if you're at home doing this, a tugger or these suction cups, you can find modifications all online. I like them better, but this I feel like at work better. You know what I mean? So that's just me. Different people, different things. Okay. So next thing, one of the complaints I hear a lot is that, it is true, this kind of pinches the skin and causes irritation. So what I've done is I took a rag, and I cut like little strips, and I wrap myself. I got some pictures on the blog. I wrap myself in this, and then put this in, and it really helps reduce, doesn't eliminate, but reduce the irritation. Okay. It also kind of helps it not slip as much. So that's a big plus. The thing with this, though, guys, you gotta wash this. Don't wear it day after day after day after day, like, without washing it. Wash it. I got a couple of these. I wash them with, I'm always washing them. Okay. So that's the next thing. I call it the comfort rag. Now this is another thing. So at work, I gotta wear jeans, but honestly, guys, wearing it with shorts, with no underpants, way better. If you're working from home, this is that's like a suction cup, boxers. I mean, shorts with no underpants. It's the most comfortable you're gonna get it. Okay, if you're at work and you gotta wear the jeans, I would suggest, I got the kind of baggy jeans. It helps with the comfort. It gets a little tight, a little uncomfortable. But shorts are way better. I'm telling you that right now. Shorts are better. However, so I kind of want to go back to this news. Something else I've learned. If you're using something like this, and you put it on, and like 30 minutes later it's really hurting, this might be too tight. Just a little bit. I'm talking like an 1/8 inch on both sides. So just a little bit. Okay? Or pull it a little bit more. You know what I mean? I loosen it just an eighth inch of both sides. Try it. Sometimes the pain goes away. Sometimes I gotta do another eighth inch, but usually it's because you have this on too tight. That's usually where like the pain starts coming in. Okay, so and you know quickly. You like so. Really, what I should do is get a marker and mark these. That would be big brain right there, big brain. Okay, so don't over tighten the noose. That's another tip. Another tip, guys, and I never see anyone who has these devices talk about this. This is a big cleaning, clean. I have, okay, I got these Lysol wipes. I wipe this down daily. Okay, I wash. I have a bunch of these and I wash them hot water with my towels. You know what I mean? Cleanliness. I don't really see people talk about this a lot because, you know, you can get bacteria on this because, you know, it's in your groin region. And if something has a bacteria on it and somehow you get like a cut or a sore down there and it gets in there, you get an infection. This is bad. This is bad. We want to be cleanly. We want to be hygienic. Clean this with the Lysol wipes. If it gets really dirty, I would suggest, I don't really like suggesting water because eventually it could cause the metal to rust. But if it gets very dirty, I'd take some bleach, spray it down, maybe wipe it down, bleach, just kill the bacteria. You don't want dirty equipment, right? You don't want dirty equipment. So cleaning is a big thing for me. It's always been a big thing. I actually have Friday nights is, even if I didn't use the toy, I clean all my stuff Friday night. It gets all cleaned, even if I didn't use it that week, because I think cleanliness is a big thing that doesn't get talked about enough in any sphere, right? Fitness, meal enhancement. We never talk about hygiene. Hygiene is huge. Okay? And again, I do have some pictures. I don't really like the erection length picture. So just so you guys understand what the difficulty is that I'm using some lube to edge myself up to like maximum erection, and then I try to put my hand and we'll pretend this is and I'm trying to do this and hold it, and sometimes like it starts, I start to lose the erection, it starts slipping, and it really makes it hard to measure. Like I almost wish I had a third hand, like one to hold the ruler, one to hold this, or one to hold the camera, but I don't, so I'm usually trying to do it like this. And then I saw a really cool method online where they used a table to measure it, and I tried it and failed terribly at it. I thought it was a good idea when I saw it, but it didn't quite work like how I thought. So forgive me that the picture kind of sucks. I'm working on better pictures. I've never been a very good picture taker. So anyways, that's all the stuff I've learned. So what am I doing for the next 150 hours? That's the next amount of time I'm going to do before I switch it up. Well, this doesn't come with the extender. I actually had an extender long ago. I think I bought it off the Fleshlight website originally, that I lost, but I had the bars, and the bars actually work with the SizeGenetics Extender. And I like these because they're a little bit smaller than the ones they come. The ones they come, I think the inch is the smallest they give you, or at least the ones I got. And this is about 3/8, right? This measures out to 3/8. Okay, so we are going to put them on here. All right, put them on here, and I'm going to wear this now. I'm going to wear this for 150 hours at this, so it's going to be about this length, right? Which is a lot more than what people think it is. What does this actually measure out? All right, let's actually measure this out. Okay, so pelvic bone. So that's like almost 3, and I don't know if you can see it. It's about 3 3/4. It's not, again, not a lot of tension. Usually, it's like I said, I'm working my way up. I know some people would probably have it a little bit more tighter like this, but I'm just working my way up, getting used to it. And then I'll put another 3/8 on, so then I'll, eventually we'll get to an inch, and it adds up quickly. So yeah, that's it. That's my review for the first 100 hours. I'm hoping eventually, once I get to like maybe, I don't know, another inch added onto this, I'm gonna start seeing real results. But anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today, and I will see you all. Like I said, there's a blog post to go over this video. I will see you guys all on the next video that I make or live stream later.